Right, YouTube, it's Shadow King Nazu. I'm here with my review of Dragonball Daima, Episode 7. And to better help me keep track of my thoughts and what the events went on in the episode, I already took some notes down here on my phone. So let's get to it, shall we? We start off with Bulma's ship that was meant to go to the Demon Realm, but it didn't work. And apparently, it requires a certain mineral that only exists in the demon realm. It doesn't exist anywhere on Earth. So they're pretty much out of luck. That is until Hybis arrives. Yeah, I learned the name of the soldier who works for King Kadon, and I also learned his name too. Uh, Arrives to pick up Vegeta, Piccolo, Kibito, and Bulma. Or rather, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Bulma, because apparently Kibito stayed to watch over the lookout. Then we cut to Goku being fed special dumplings. Um, that eating just one counts as two meals, so that's supposed to like help you be more conservative with what you eat. But with Goku being a Saiyan and having higher metabolism, he naturally eats more. And with this causes Pansy to just wonder how could Goku possibly have raised kids? And Goku says he wasn't that involved, and that really irked me because it goes against what we saw in the Dragon Ball Z anime and uh, the manga of the original Dragon Ball, where we saw that Goku was involved with his kids. He did love them. He risked his life multiple times to save Gohan. He did spend time with him, training with him in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber or the Room of Spirit of Time, if you want to go with the original name. And I just really hate it when some of these writers, including Toyotaro, who I've said multiple times I am not a fan of. I really do not like him as a writer. Um, Constantly try to portray Goku in a bad light when it comes to being a parent. It really irks me. All right, here we go. Okay, then King Ghidon and Hybis. We cut to King Ghidon and Hybis agreeing to have Goku's comrades meet near the third Tamagami, since that's basically where they said that Goku's ultimate destination is for the time being. And while Goku and the others are flying, Pansy spots King Goma's soldiers flying around, and she wants to avoid a fight with them, but they get spotted anyway. And Pansy and the Supreme Kai realize that the guards were tracking them through Pansy's collar. But fortunately, Gloria points out that since they didn't destroy their ship immediately, Goma and his men must not realize Goku was with them. Yeah, we can tell that Gloria is very insightful and pretty smart. Naturally, Goku wants to fight them, but Gloria says that doing so will make them fugitives, and they won't be able to use warp to travel to the demon, throughout the demon realm. Uh, so Goku, so Goku basically tries to hide, and when the guards start searching the ship, Goku uses instant transmission uh, to sneak out the ship. This was like a plan that he came up with along with the Supreme Kai, and yeah, that would admit that was pretty clever on Goku's part. And just when everyone thinks they're in the clear, the guards suspect that Pansy is the masked Majin who interrupted their tax collection and wanted to have her interrogated. but Pansy tases them, which causes Glorio and Supreme Kai to fight the guards. But unfortunately, during the fight, Glorio's ship gets shot, and Goku and Supreme Kai get rid of King Goma's men's ships so that they won't be able to organize and inform King Goma about the situation. Then we see Pansy use this sonar device that disables King Goma's soldiers' communication devices, so that make it even more difficult for them to inform Goma about the situation. But since their ship got damaged, they decide to take King Goma's men's ship, and they even comment that it's basically one of the latest models, so they'll be able to get to their destination even faster. But Pansy also remarks that they're still going to be able to track them down due to her collar. And but after examining it, Supreme Kai mentions that it's made out of catchy. Now, if you've been a fan of Dragon Ball for a long time, you'll know that's the exact same metal that Supreme Kai used to test the Z sword when Gohan was wielding it, and then it broke it, and that's how we got Elder Kai. And it's also the same metal that the Tournament of Power arena was made of in Dragon Ball Super. So this is like the strongest metal in the verse. Supreme Kai suspects it was his sister Irinzu that made those collars around the time that Deborah was the king of the demons. So we're starting to get a little bit more understanding of what Irinzu's character is like. And she's basically, yeah, for lack of a better word, the citizens are more or less slaves. Pansy states that the government makes them wear collars or kill the ones that refuse to. Well, yeah, okay, so King Goma and Rinzu and Degasu, yeah, pro-fascism. The collars can also grow along with the persons as they get older, which, while that's really cruel, I have to admit that's an impressive feature. And assuming that Kais can't just make catching out of thin air, that's very efficient and cost effective. So King Kai uses his magic to break Pansy's collar, and Pansy asks, is so grateful, and she decides to ask what Supreme Kai's name is, which he says Shin. He said, "Yeah, that's your god name. I want to know what your real actual name was that you were born with." And it turns out that his actual name is Nahare. And Goku starts to start calling him that, but he said it doesn't feel right, and he just sticks to calling him the Supreme Kai. Yeah, I guess it's best that he does that, because if he just got calling him Nahari out of nowhere, then later Dragon Ball, it's just gonna contradict uh, continuity. While flying to the Tamagami, Gloria points out that they need new pin numbers since they stole the ship, and, and without a new pin number, Warp's not going to allow them to travel to the second demon realm. So Pansy has a guy named Para back at the palace hack the database of King Goma's infrastructure and receives a pin and try to get a pin number. Para also informs him that Hybis has arrived in the third demon realm with Vegeta, Piccolo, and Bulma. However, Goku doesn't want to wait for them because he wants to fight the Tamagami ASAP. Yeah, I don't imagine Vegeta's going to be all too happy about it. So I'm all for it. So King Kadan tells his to keep flying uh, until they meet Goku and the others, much to the inconvenience of Hisp. Then we have Goku and the others see the Tamagami and the Dragon, as well as the Dragon Ball. And Goku comments that the Demon Realm Dragon Balls are just as big as the Namekian Dragon Balls. At least we have a size comparison at this point. Glorio and Pansy and Supreme Kai are skeptical whether Goku can win, but Goku still says that he's eager and just wants to eat it first before he fights. Then the waiter hears that Goku wants to fight the Tamagami and said that the last guy, and he just kind of thinks like the kid's just being joking around. He doesn't think that Goku's serious. And he also mentions that the last guy to fight the Tamagami was some guy with a gun 20 years ago, and he still lost because nobody's defeated a Tamagami. Then we have Pansy mentioned that not even Deborah, when he was the king of the Demon Realm, defeated a Tamagami. So now we have a better understanding of how powerful the Tamagami are. At the very least, they would be more powerful than Deborah and Cell. Whether they're as powerful as Majin Buu, that's hard to say because Goku's not used to his body, so he wouldn't be fighting as efficiently as he was when he fought Buu. Um, I guess only Goku will be able to properly judge if the Tamagami are as strong as Majin Buu or not. And the episode ends with Goku challenging the third Tamagami, and Tamagami saying, yelling, "Yeah, he's ready for this fight." Yeah, apparently the Tamagami is sentient. I just originally thought that he was an automaton. Oh no, this was a pretty solid episode. We got some bit of more lore um, involving in characters like uh, involving Supreme Kai in terms of his name, the nature of his sister Anritsu, and how she impacts the lesser demon realms, specifically the third one. We also got a bit more world building with the Tamagami, uh, and how much they and how where they stack in the power scaling of Dragon Ball. We know that they're definitely stronger than Cell and Deborah. And next episode, we'll see whether or not they're as strong as Majin Buu. Uh, we also got to see a bit of Glor- got to see Glorio, Pansy, and Supreme Kai being quick thinking and being very useful. Even and this was like one of the few times that we saw Supreme Kai actually fight. And this is actually the first time I think we saw Supreme Kai actually win a fight. So this is actually more useful. He's the most useful he's been since DBZ. Uh, let's see what else. I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I had to say about this whole matter. All in all, I did rather enjoy the episode. It's a nice bit of has good strengths of world building, and a little bit of character development. Uh, but you guys tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy this episode? What were your favorite parts? Or if you didn't, tell me what you think this show could have improved on. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you mortals later.